Milk Day is usually celebrated on June 1st every year. This year's theme is aimed to focus on celebrating the vital role dairy plays in delivering quality nutrition to nourish the world. Milk is an excellent source of vitamins and minerals, particularly calcium, has an important role in bone health. Nutritionists recommend that people should have milk and other dairy products such as yogurt and cheese every day. Some of the powerful health benefits of milk is to boost the immune system, improve bone, teeth health, aid digestion, helps to relax, strengthen the heart, improves the skin and hair health, benefits emotional and mental health, as well as aids in post-exercise recovery. In a follow-up brief on World Milk Day, the federal government says it is collaborating with several international dairy organizations aimed at boosting the nation with milk production and showcase nutritional benefits of milk. The Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Aliyu Abdullahi, harped on government's commitments to supporting the dairy sector. The minister announced several new initiatives aimed at boosting local milk production, enhancing dairy farming practices, and ensuring the sustainability of the industry. Let's hear from him.
June 1st is World Milk Day, and we are here to celebrate, to mark, and to acknowledge that day. Therefore, it is with great sense of renewed hope and patriotic sense of duty that I give this press briefing today, 1st June 2024, which is the official day set aside globally to celebrate World Milk Day. This is indeed a great opportunity to celebrate milk with our partners, stakeholders, and indeed Nigerians. The theme of this year's global celebration is, quote, "Let's celebrate nutritious and sustainable dairy," end of quote. In the spirit of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, the theme for Nigeria's celebration of the World Milk Day is, quote, "Harnessing the nutrition and investment opportunities in the dairy value chain," end of quote. Both themes focus on celebrating the vital role dairy plays in delivering quality nutrition to nourish our citizens, especially women and children, improving the livelihood of dairy farmers and other value chain actors, creating employment opportunities for our young Nigerians, and increasing the economic growth of our country. This briefing will focus on the transformation of the Nigerian dairy value chain towards attaining food and nutrition security and delivering on the renewed hope agenda of food security, economic growth and job creation, poverty alleviation, inclusivity, and contributing to security of local producers. It is pertinent to note the difficulties in attaining food and nutrition security without animal source protein food sources, which provide the irreplaceable nutrients for animal protein, viz. Milk, meat, poultry, and fish products, required for growth and development, especially for children in Nigeria. It is estimated that 2 million Nigerian children are suffering from severe acute malnutrition, partly due to limited consumption of animal source food. Therefore, the role of milk consumption comes handy and to the rescue if made available. And we are determined to ensure that it continues to be made available. Indeed, the recent National Food Consumption and Micronutrient Survey of 2021, which this ministry partners with the Federal Ministry of Health and was just recently revealed, clearly indicated the level of deficiency affecting women and children, in which milk production or milk products play a very critical role in ameliorating. In keeping with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, we urgently need to reverse the above trend. You will recall the press briefing in October 2023 given by my distinguished brother, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, distinguished Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON, in which he stated categorically that one of our medium-term priority actions is as follows. That is, meat, dairy, eggs, fish, and other protein from animal sources will receive our special intervention to increase productivity at a target of 10% year-on-year annual growth. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigeria spends $1.5 billion per annum to import dairy products. This is because of our production deficit, which stood at nearly 60%, as Nigeria consumes an average of 1.6 billion liters of milk and its products. The passionate dream of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is for us to attain national production security and to even have surplus that we can export under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. It is in portions of this priority that we need to do some speedy actions to transform the livestock sector, especially the dairy value chain, towards attaining food and nutrition security. Therefore, this is an imperative and an urgent national duty. Now, in listening President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I need to make clear that we have a president who listens. And we have noted that in discharging this duty, we are not unmindful. Indeed, we are very mindful of the various pointers to the key issues needing to be addressed if we are to succeed. Examples of the proposals, issues, and recommendations we gathered from the stakeholders are as follows. 1. The National President of the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria called on the federal government to pay more attention to the dairy industry through budgetary allocation. According to him, the livestock sector has not received the needed attention from the government. The only support that they get is vaccination of cows. We are taking note and we are listening. The aspect of livestock production, marketing, transportation, processing, among others, is left in the hands of the pastoralists. The entire value chain of cattle is not harnessed by the government. We are committed to harnessing it. Nigeria has the largest population of livestock compared with neighboring countries, yet we produce less milk due to neglect of the sector. Renewed hope is here. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is here. Livestock will contribute significantly to Nigeria's GDP with growth support. That exactly is why we are gathered here as stakeholders to continue to engage and to find a pathway for that growth. The recommendation, therefore, is that if the sector receives the attention it deserves, the nation could become a major hub for milk exports and other value chains in the livestock industry. Number 2, Nigeria has 13 major breeds of cattle, and of them, the white Fulani breed has the most dairy of them all. What has happened is a situation where, because of the outdated model or mode of handling these cows, there has been no effort to adopt modern global best practices for crossbreeding and calving of these cows through artificial insemination. A process where semen is used from a cattle with a higher production output to fertilize the eggs of a lower producing cow for the purposes of producing a new line that is disease resistant, adjusted to the weather, and feeds available in that region of reality. That also is another concern from the critical stakeholder. Now, according to Kodara, of which I'm happy the chairman or the president is here, we note the following. The most crippling challenges in the dairy sector are found in the midstream subsector of the dairy value chain. 2, low investment in the sector which have affected milk collection, aggregation, storage, and transportation. 3, lack of organized milk collection schemes, high cost of milk collection and cold chain facilities, poor transportation infrastructure, unstable or non-existent electricity supply, pervasive insecurity, and low access to finance are some of the challenges that affect smooth operations in the midstream aspect of the dairy sector. Focus should be on primary production on 2 layers. 1, cooperatives who are properly trained in improved methods and global best practices. 2, commercial companies that are able to invest in the kind of capital required for building a ranch that addresses all the issues in the supply chain. Number 4, Nigeria can only breach its estimated annual 1.5 billion dairy import when the federal government provided the needed infrastructure to drive investment and help reduce cost of production. That is also another concern. According to this person, we are not globally competitive in dairy production. It costs about 300 naira to produce a liter of milk in Nigeria as against imported powder milk, which is about 150 naira per liter. Now, all of these concerns are coming from stakeholders, which definitely points to why we are also having that strategic intent to revamp and refocus the dairy sector. Another one said, by a report, that the milk segment remains the largest in the industry, that is the food and beverages industry, accounting for an estimated 61% of the industry's turnover. However, the problem in the sector is not just production, but the harnessing of the milk and getting it the right quality to processing centers, which some of them have also been mentioned earlier. There are little dairy infrastructure for farmers in the country, and all these factors make it difficult for Nigerian farmers to compete. And this is as well hindering the growth of the industry. Infrastructure in the dairy industry currently is poor and cannot grow the industry without it. So this is what the government is supposed to focus on. And I want to assure you that is what we are going to continuously together focus on. Not just the government. Government and all the critical stakeholders are going to focus on all of these issues. Number 7, all these and many more form the foundation upon which the national dairy policy was developed as the radar for the journey of transformation of this crucial industry in Nigeria over the next couple of years ahead. I want to assure you all that the president is a listening president, and all the concerns being raised inform the passion with which he is committed to transforming all the sectors of the economy. And in this case, we are talking about the dairy sector, because he believes the growth path in this sector is never in doubt. Therefore, I want to sincerely assure you that the concern expressed through various stakeholders, which I have mentioned earlier, are the concerns the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security have noted, and we are ready to face this challenge head-on as we work hard to renew the hope of dairy value chain actors. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, in collaboration with national and international partners, many of whom are present here, will in the next few years work assiduously and strategically within the approved national dairy policy, which will be unveiled on 4th June 2024 by His Excellency Vice President Hashim Shettima, GCON. Implementation of the new dairy policy will guarantee programs, projects, and interventions to ensure the following. 1, improve dairy farming practices. 2, increase investment in dairy processing and preservation. 3, institute evidence-based policy implementation through data collection and strengthening of the value chain and market access activities. We are also going to promote collaboration. We work with private sector and other ministry departments and agencies to promote awareness. Henceforth, as far as this collaboration is concerned, the World Milk Day celebration will be coordinated by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and a secretariat established in the Federal Department of Animal Husbandry Services. In collaboration with critical stakeholders, we shall launch a renewed hope milk industry public awareness campaigns to highlight the importance of dairy products for nutrition and health, particularly among vulnerable groups like children and pregnant women. Like we all know, when you look at the, what did they call it, micronutrient survey that was just concluded, micronutrients such as calcium, you know, are easily gotten from milk. So, and many vitamins, so many. And so, our thinking is, let's get to that point in which the young Nigerians, our children, our grandchildren, should be given the opportunity to at least have milk as they are growing every day. I don't think it is too much of a luxury for them to have. And we all know the importance of adequate nutrition for children that are growing. That is when their IQ is developed. The moment there is deficit, they grow up with that deficit, and when you expect them to be what you think you want them to be, they cannot be. And I think on a lighter note, we will also urge parents to make sure as they go out and drink fura de nono, they should remember there are children at home who also want to take that, so that you don't just fill your stomach outside and then you are going back home, you are not taking anything to children.
Attendees were treated on a diverse array of activities designed to educate and entertain. Workshops led by nutritionists, goodwill messages, and dairy experts provided valuable insights into the health benefits of milk and dairy products, emphasizing the role in combating malnutrition and supporting overall well-being of citizens.
Indeed, it's been a journey, and I'm very elated today. And I think for the next few days, as we celebrate the World Milk Day, I see the celebration of World Milk Day, and I was discussing with my team last week that I see this celebration as a celebration of some of the wins that we've recorded over the last few years, and some of the wins that are yet to come, as we continue to remain very steadfast in pursuing the agenda that we all have in front of us, in trying to really ensure that we increase productivity in Nigeria of fresh milk, ensuring that we're linking many more private sector companies to smallholder farmers who are building very responsive fresh milk supply chains in Nigeria, and we're ensuring that we're creating a network of really very strong service providers across the local dairy sector that can provide services to our smallholder farmers at the community level. That's what we've been committed to doing at SAI Consulting through the support we've received, immense support we've received from the Agric Foundation. To date, we've been able to enroll more than 60,000 farmers. We're having about 210,000 direct and indirect beneficiaries. We've built about 75 boreholes across multiple communities. And we're creating a network of community animal farming service providers to provide quality services to our farmers in this space. With the collaboration with Advert, which we've enjoyed over the last few years, and the ministry under the leadership, of course, of Madam Winnie, we're very happy that the first national dairy policy has now been approved by the Minister and also the FEC. And for us, that's a very important milestone. Because we believe that many of those things that we've really fought hard to include in that dairy policy will really continue to be implemented, and that's what we're really very grateful for. So I thank you so much, Honourable Minister, for this opportunity. We're looking forward to the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, to be a very great occasion. And I think that is going to really mark the beginning of advancing the local dairy system in Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
I'm greatly delighted to join the Honorable Minister of State for Agric and Food Security, Senator Aliu Sabi Abdullahi, and other distinguished stakeholders in this press briefing to herald the World Milk Day celebration of 2024. I and the entire members of the Commercial Dairy Ranchers Association of Nigeria are particularly elated by the global and national attention that milk, a highly essential and nutritious animal source, food is getting. As producers, processors, and marketers of milk and dairy products, we are well versed with the gains that adequate consumption of this product conveys on human health and its implication on the health and well-being of a nation's population. Therefore, the World Milk Day is an event we excitedly look forward to every year. The Commercial Dairy Ranchers Quadrant, the Apex Association of Commercial Dairy Industry Operators in Nigeria, has over the last 5 years, in collaboration with key industry stakeholders, piloted the World Milk Day celebration in Nigeria. This is because of the vision and commitment to actively promote the production, processing, marketing, and consumption of quality and nutritious dairy products across Africa, made from local resources. Quadrant is much delighted to collaborate with the Federal Ministry of Agric and Food Security, Sahel Consulting, Agric and Nutrition Limited, and other critical stakeholders in Nigeria's dairy industry to organize this World Milk Day celebration. We are even more pleased that the Honorable Minister of State for Agric is present in the person of Dr. Sahabi himself, in fact, to herald this World Milk Day celebration and advocate for the production and consumption of milk. Honorable Minister, your resolute commitment to the development of Nigeria's dairy industry is self-evident, and for this, I and the entire members of Quadrant candidly appreciate you, sir. Worthy of note is the fact of the unveiling of the National Dairy Policy at the World Milk Day celebration this year. Again, we appreciate the Honorable Minister of State and the entire Minister of Agric and Food Security for making this feat possible. For that, I will work with the Minister of Agric and Food Security, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, and the Raw Material Research and Development Council from the formulation of the National Dairy Policy through its review, validation, and subsequent approval by the Federal Executive Council in May 2023. It is our belief that the judicious implementation of all the provision of the National Dairy Policy will catalyze strategic investment in the dairy value chain that will drive Nigeria towards self-sufficiency in milk and dairy products. The theme of the World Milk Day celebration 2024 being harnessing the nutrition and investment opportunities in the dairy value chain succinctly captures the assertion that the dairy industry is a hotbed of opportunity both for wealth creation and for nutrition security. Quadrant therefore felicitates with the Honorable Minister of State for Agric and all the stakeholders in the Nigerian dairy industry on the occasion of the World Milk Day celebration. We are confident that the event, especially the conference and exhibition, will yield practicable recommendations for the sustainable development of the dairy industry. We are also hoping that the federal government of Nigeria will extend more support to the dairy industry and its players. We call on members of Quadrant and all players in the dairy industry to affirm their commitment to and increase their investment in backward integration to enhance the transformation of the Nigerian dairy industry into a major contributor to Nigeria's socio-economic development. Thank you all, and I wish you happy celebrations and impactful.
This mega celebration inspires combined efforts of the federal government to promote the dairy sector and its contributions to economic health and sustainable development, as well as foster a sense of community shared purpose. And that's it on the program for this week. Join us again, same time, same station next week. I remain your host, Khadija Uluwatoyin, saying bye for now.